Good evening, YouTube. Hope everybody's doing good and welcome to my workshop today. I'm going to be talking about just a little video on root tabs. So I ran out of root tabs and I had to order some for my aquarium. So I figured I'd do a little video because I chose a different brand. So normally I go with the normal brand that everybody goes with, the Sea Chem Flourish tabs. But I did find a tab that's $10 cheaper. And when I Googled it, it seemed like a lot of people use them too. So, and these are called Thrive Caps Substrate Vitalizer. There's 60 caps in this, except for instead of the 40 caps for the Sea Chem, and it is, like I said, about $9 or so cheaper. So yeah, it looks like it has the same things in it. So we're just gonna try these. Now I know some people are gonna have questions. Why would you use root tabs? So I'll explain. So as you know, I have my 55-gallon sump to my 220 here. For those of you who don't know, this is my 220-gallon freshwater aquarium. I got Oscars, I got Severums, I got Chubs, I got a horn pout. I got a bluegills. I got some nice fish in here, and then it's hooked up to my own 55-gallon sump, um, which has a convict cichlid in it because he's too mean to go in the main tank. And he's good in there because he's making waste, and he's for the substrate for nutrients, which is what we're talking about. So even though all the filtration and it goes through this refugium here, the soil still gets depleted from nutrients over time, because I mean it's not so bad in this system here. You can see I have a huge Amazon sword in the middle. I got an Anubias on the right. There's one in the back. I got some wisteria in there and some Java fern, and you can see those are doing really well. And it's just because everybody knows how insanely unclean Oscars are. They're a very dirty fish, even though I love them more than anything. They are a very dirty fish. So these plants in here are probably getting the proper nitrates that they need, and then the proper fertilizers, and food from the soil, because all the waste that's going into the soil. But again, I do add some root tabs. Uh, like I said, I haven't added them since April. So it's been a year. So I'm going to throw some. And then what you do is you just put them down where the roots are. You just put 2 or 3 of them around the root ball, shove them into the soil, and you're good to go. I'm going to use this on my 30-gallon hexagon planted tank. I'm going to use them in my 55-gallon sump. And then I will be setting up a 60-gallon tank that just blew a seal. It's a 60-gallon hexagon, and that is going to be my dwarf cichlid tank. There will be a resealing video coming up soon on that hexagon tank. It's a really gorgeous tank. The stand is all hand built. Really cool tank. I think you guys will love it. And I think you'll love to be on the journey as I set it up. I got some cool ideas of what I'm going to do for Escape. And for the people that know me, they know that I always like to do natural scapes, which is why this one has a bottle in it. This one represents a river in New England, and then my 30-gallon is kind of like a pool tank, so you got your river, and then it's got some plants and some driftwood in it to make it look like a pool and a river. And then the 60-gallon is going to be really neat setup. I don't want to give anything away for that one. But anyway, getting off the topic here. Again, root tabs, put them in your soil. I don't know, every 6 months, you know what I mean, depending on what you have for a bio load of fish, depending on what your substrate is. I always use sand for all my substrate. I've seen people do this with gravel too. You know, it's not a big deal. But yeah, root tabs, good thing. And I'm gonna do a video in a month to see if this has made a difference in my tanks or not. So stay tuned to that. And if anybody has used these Thrive caps instead of the C-Chem ones, um, let me know what your experience is with them in the comments. And yeah, I look forward to seeing your comments. And let's do some aquarium stuff together. So have a good night, and I wish everybody well.